I feel like barely anyone has talked about this film, and it's pretty good. I don't want it to just be like forgotten about. So, welcome back, everyone. Today, we are talking about this movie which you probably haven't heard about called Fingernails. Fingernails is pretty much about America. Like, it takes place in America, except there's one kind of new Black Mirror-y type of change where love, rather than just like being determined by people, is kind of determined by this test. And if you're like a couple, you date for like 3 months to a year. After that, you go to take this test, and this test determines whether or not you and this person truly love each other. And it's somehow decided by like pulling like one of your fingernails off, one of each, from each of you, and putting it in like this microwave type of a machine, and it spins around, steams up, and then it gives you the results of 0%, 50%, or 100%. And it's kind of exploring this type of a world. I think some people feel as if the film is really about that, and that the message is love can't be determined by machines. But I don't really think that that is the message of this film as much as it just being like the plot. I more so feel like the message that this film is trying to kind of put out there is whether or not love can surpass societal norms, whether or not love is just like transcendent above all, and just how powerful is love like truly. And I found it to be a really powerful film. You know, it's not the best movie of the year, it's not even really close to that realm, but it's really powerful. It stars Jessie Buckley, who you might know from I'm Thinking of Ending Things or Chernobyl. It also stars Jeremy Allen White, who's been really popular as of late. So that's why I'm also really surprised. Like, I haven't seen this film promoted really anywhere, and I'm a film person. So if a film is being promoted, I'm going to see it. So the fact that I haven't seen a film that stars Jeremy Allen White like not really just being promoted anywhere kind of shocks me. And it also stars Riz Ahmed. And yeah, I think Jessie Buckley just really carries this film. Jeremy Allen White, he's good, but he more so just like does what the director tells him. It doesn't feel like he's doing anything more than what he was required to do. The real standout though, like somebody who I didn't talk about, was Luke Wilson. He has a pretty small role in this film, but just every time he's there, I love it. You know, he has that kind of role that's just like infectious, that you want to watch, you want to get to know the character, and you don't. He's just kind of like, he gives off that fun surfer bro vibe, but like also is probably not a great person. I don't know. This film is really hard to read into. It kind of gives this almost wholesome Yorgos Lanthimos type of a feel, where it's this weird, strange world, but like it's not like really grossing you out and really freaking you out, because anytime they do the fingernail type of things, they don't show it really. I felt like they were very like unshowy and tried to show as little as possible rather than as much as possible. And I appreciated that a lot. It wasn't a film that was trying to be gross. It was more just like saying, hey, there's a gross thing that occurs, and it cuts away because you know what it's gonna look like. But it's unnecessary to see it when like that's not the important part to the story. It's more so just world building. And yeah, I appreciated that. I thought it was pretty good direction, pretty good screenplay, just overall a pretty decent watch. I mean, I watched this last night and was up to like 1:30 in the morning because of it. And if it wasn't a good watch, I probably would have stopped watching it. So that says a little bit, right? At the end of the day, 3.5 stars, I think. This is a tough film to really figure out exactly how I feel about it, how I should feel about it. but I really think 3.5 stars is kind of the perfect area for it to be. Thank you everyone for tuning in to this review. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on this film, I will be releasing a podcast about it this upcoming Friday on my podcast Popcorn Premieres. A link to our latest episode is in the description below. Also, not a lot of you are subscribed. If you have been watching these reviews and are not subscribed, maybe you should, and also like the video while you're doing that, just all down there as well. Thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next review. It's gonna be Priscilla, and I am so excited.